Hi everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means so much to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today we're going to unbox my Cherries pieces from the Louis Vuitton Murakami Collection Drop 3. Drop 3, we made it! I feel like it was a million years ago that we were doing videos around, oh my goodness, they're going to bring back Murakami, we're going to see multicolour pieces, and we're going to see cherry blossoms and super flat, and we're going to see the cherries, and oh my goodness, we're so excited. It was right at the end of last year. There were lookbooks, there was so much speculation, there were blurry photos galore, and we're finally at the end. Is anyone else feeling fatigue? Because I certainly am. While I most certainly understand the strategy Louis Vuitton had behind these drops and the 3 drops, and to make sure that they could deal with the influx of products they're going to need to produce for this, although even with that lead time they didn't manage to cater for everybody who wanted things, and that really annoyed a lot of people. Yeah, I just think that doing it over 6 months was a really long time for people. I feel like they would have been better off to have bigger gaps between each of them, like they could have done every 6 months a drop, just to kind of get that hype back and get people interested again. But to do 3 drops in 6 months, and the shit show it was for so much of this release, including the packaging debacle and the ordering debacles and everything else. All the videos I've done up until now and my other Murakami unboxings from this year, I will link down below for you in case you missed that, because I've had commentary on this. But yeah, I'm definitely fatigued at this point. And I think that's probably reflected through the whole community, given the fact that there were a lot of pieces that were available on the day with this release, and a lot of people just weren't interested in ordering by this point. Now that could be reflective of the fact that people don't like the cherries, most certainly, but yeah, I feel like there was general fatigue. So if you feel like that, let me know in the comments, but I am certainly fatigued at this point. But did I order pieces? Of course I ordered pieces. Did I order many? No, I did not. I've got to say I've been really proud of myself this year. And I'm going to do a whole video on where I am in my luxury journey, collecting, you know, where I am mentally as a collector at this point in my luxury collection, and how I'm seeing it going forward, because there's been some poignant moments for me in the last couple of months where kind of a light bulb went off and I had a revelation, and I've made some decisions around what I'm going to do. Don't worry, we're not going to sell my collection. I'm not suddenly going to use the word curate. I'm not going to suddenly go, I only need 5 bags. No, I could not possibly do that. I'm not built for that, but there is certainly a change coming in my collection, and I'm making measured decisions based on how I'm feeling. So I'm really proud of the fact that I didn't go nuts with any of these pieces, because that was my first reaction especially when I saw the multicolor. It was to buy it all, and I went, no, you've just got FOMO. You love your vintage pieces. Don't do this. You're not going to love these pieces as much as you love the original collection. And that's true. So I've been super measured with what I've bought. And I know it sounds stupid to say I'm proud of that, but I am proud of how I have approached these drops. So in case you don't remember from the original multicolor collection, I got the cosmetic pouch because I collect cosmetic pouches. I got the toolbox, which I love. This is probably my favorite collection from, my favorite piece from all the collections that I got. I love my toolbox. I also got a pair of shoes. They're over there with all my shoes. And I got the black clay. So that was all I got from Multicolor. From the Cherry Blossoms, I only got the cosmetic pouch, and that was it because I collect the cosmetic pouches. And that was it. I didn't get any of the panda pieces. So yeah, but let's have a look at what I got from Cherries. Now, packaging. There was the original Murakami packaging that came with the multicolor, and I was lucky enough to get most of those pieces. I didn't get any of the boxes. They seem to only be for influencers, of which I am not, so I didn't get any of those beautiful boxes that they created, but I did get the shopping bag and the tissue paper and the stickers and the ribbon and the tissue paper. Did I say that? Anyway, and Jerusha also got me some pieces up there from one of the pop-ups that they did around the world that her subscribers sent to her. So I've got a few of the panda pieces up there. I said in one of my videos, I don't remember which one, that it would have been a smart idea for Louis Vuitton to do packaging for each drop. So we could have seen the first drop as it was, we could have seen cherry blossom packaging for the cherry blossoms, and we could have seen cherry packaging for the cherry collection. And lo and behold, I have manifested it. Clearly they did it because I said it. They didn't. But I got cherry packaging with my Cherries collection. Now, I am a VIP at my store. I did pre-order these, and I know that my sales associate, Peter, who is always linked in my description box down below, went to battle to get me the packaging because he knew it was important to me. He knows I'm a collector. He knows I collect the vintage pieces, and he knew that this packaging would mean a lot to me. So I'm always grateful to Peter when he goes to battle for me. And he got me all the pieces, I think, that Sydney got. So if there were additional packaging pieces, the reason I don't have them is because Sydney didn't get them, or if they got them, they might have got one or two, and people ordered like large orders for this, which would have far outweighed my order. So even as a collector and a VIP, they would be assigned to somebody who spent more money, which is fine. I most certainly understand that. But I am grateful to him that I did get the Cherries packaging. I am aware, as I watched some of the unboxings unfold on YouTube, that not everybody got the packaging. I am well aware that there were people who went into store on launch day in Sydney and didn't get the packaging. So I am grateful to have the packaging, and it is stunning, and I am so happy to see Louis Vuitton do packaging in Cherries. Obviously, the cherry blossoms were a missed opportunity, and they should have done cherry blossoms because then you could have had all three. But nonetheless, we will give thanks for the Cherries packaging. So I got the bag, clearly. In addition to that, I got 2 little bags, which I am very, very grateful for. And I got a box. This is an empty box. It's a sunglasses box. So I got a little box, and I can use this for trinkets, which I am very excited about. So it's just empty because I didn't buy sunglasses, but I got the sunglasses box. Thank you, Peter. And in here is a normal box, which has something in it, and a Cherries box that has something in it. So both these pieces are Cherries, but clearly I didn't get the box for the bigger piece, so that's fine. But I am very, very grateful to have what packaging I did get. I also believe that some regions got a different ribbon, so I've just got the standard blue ribbon. I feel like there's been white and silver ribbon out and about that I've seen. I didn't get that. I've just got the blue ribbon. I do not have, as far as I know, I haven't opened these yet. I don't have any stickers. I don't have any like tags of any description. I don't know if they existed, but I'm pretty chuffed with what I got. I am most certainly grateful for what I got because I know a lot of people didn't get this packaging, and I will hold on to this packaging for dear life. I love Murakami, I love Louis Vuitton. It makes perfect sense that I will keep these pieces and display them. So I'm super excited. So let's open the little piece first, and then we'll do the slightly bigger piece and we'll have a look. So let's take this off. I haven't seen these in person yet. And so it's another little drawer box. No tissue paper, so I don't know if there was tissue paper specific to this launch. Let's just make sure I'm not squishing anything. Don't ruin the packaging, Meredith. So just a standard little Louis Vuitton dust bag. There weren't special dust bags, which was also a bone of contention for some people. And let's get it out. Oh, hello, my little friends. So I got the denim clay, because I collect clays, with the cherries on it. I wasn't sure how I felt about this denim and cherries together. So this has never existed. It's the first time they've done cherries on denim. We all know that the denim had an original run under Marc Jacobs. I've got a lot of those vintage pieces, and I bought a lot from the new drop when it came out, and that's kind of spurred me to think about what I wanted to do with these pieces, because I bought far too many of those and I just don't love them as much as I love the original pieces. But yes, I really considered how I felt about this, but I felt like I needed the clay because I collect the clays. Now, the little cherries are actually sewn on. I wasn't sure how they were going to do this, if they were going to be embroidered on or if they were going to be like screen printed on, but these are actually embroidered on. So let me see if I can get close enough and you can see that. So they're embroidered on. I love the little faces on the cherries. They're always like, so I love it. So cute. And then on the inside, it's just double wall denim, like we saw in the latest drop of the denim pieces. It does have the Murakami little plaque in there to tell you that it's from the 20th anniversary, even though it's really not. And this is the product code for anyone who is after it. I feel like Australia had clays available on drop day, which was not the case. Australia didn't buy the multicolour clay. I had to get this through with help from my fabulous friend in Ireland, Miss Amelia Rose, who has a channel here. I'll link her down below. So she helped me get that because we didn't buy it for the first drop. We certainly bought it for this drop, obviously, but I feel like they were available on the date, which was really strange. Clay is generally the first thing to sell out. So yes, it is a slightly smaller version than your standard clay because of the denim. So they're just ever so slightly smaller. It's just tiny, but it does make a difference if you're trying to get cards in it. So that's the first piece I got. I'm gonna bet that a lot of you who watch me regularly can guess what the other piece is that I bought, especially given what I have bought so far from these drops. So what do you think I got? There are no prizes for guessing because realistically, if you know my collection and you're paying attention to what I've bought so far, you can make a considered guess. So no cherries box for this one. Fine, we just got this standard Louis Vuitton box. I don't know how many boxes they made and how many sizes they made. I'm grateful to have two. I'll run with that. So let's open it up. No tissue paper or anything. And if you haven't guessed already, you're gonna guess by now because, yeah, look at the size of it, look at the shape of it. So that's the dust bag. And, oh, hello. Oh, you're very cute. I got the cosmetic pouch with the cherries on it also. So these are like raised. I don't know how they've applied them to the canvas. They're high shine. Let's have a look. So they're raised and then they're high shine on the canvas. But I love the faces on the cherries. I just think they're so happy. You can see all my original cherries pieces up here. So there's the bucket bag. There's the Speedy. I've got the sack plait over here. I have a pochette accessoire. I have my key pawl that's over there. Yeah, I think they're all my cherries pieces. Oh, and I've got a clay from the original collection. It was the very first piece I ever bought from Louis Vuitton was the cherries clay. So I do love the cherries. I didn't buy any of the pieces that have all the cherries all over it, obviously. I did look at the Speedy, the Soft Speedy 30 in the white with the cherries because the white canvas with the cherries was not something that was ever done in the first round. So I thought that would be different. But it was like $7,000. And I went, absolutely not am I paying that. I thought the prices, especially on this cherries drop, were insane. I think I looked at the pochette accessoire and it was like $4,100 off the top of my head. And the Neverfull was like $4,900. And I went, I'm like, I can't. Like, pochette accessoire, $4,100. Neverfull, $4,900. It makes no sense in my head. I am so logical in my thinking to have something that's so small be so close in price to something like the Neverfull that carries so much made no sense to me whatsoever. And I understand the Bichette Accessoire had more hardware on it for the straps and things, but still, insanity, those prices. I did also consider the Neverfull and I didn't end up doing it. It might be something that haunts me later on, I don't know, but for now I am happy just to have these two pieces. I don't know, I don't feel the same excitement in the pit of my stomach when I open these pieces as compared to a vintage unboxing when I do it. And a lot of you who watch my vintage unboxings see that and they go, like your happiness just shines through, and it does with those vintage pieces. But I did want these two pieces, the clay and the cosmetic pouch, because they're part of bigger collections that I have. I collect the cosmetic pouches, I collect the clays, so that made sense. So I'm happy to have them, but I just feel like opening a bag from this collection wouldn't give me that pure joy in finding a vintage piece from the original collections of these, and like just they make me so excited when I find them. So yeah, I didn't want to spend $7,000 or $4,900 on something that wasn't going to give me that pure joy that I feel. And I really think that it's just about these collections because the originals mean so much to me and I spend so much time collecting them. There's just something about the new ones that doesn't quite sit the same with me. It doesn't mean I don't get any joy out of anything I unbox anymore. It's just these collections specifically. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So this one has a red interior, which is very, very pretty because it's cherries, and it's also got obviously the Murakami plaque in it. And I'll show you the product code in case you're after it. And it may well still be available. So they're the only two pieces that I got from the Cherries launch. I think it speaks to me as a collector that yes, I bought these pieces and yes, I love them and I am happy to have them in my collection because they fit in with bigger collections. But I think it speaks to how much I love the original ones and how much I am a collector, that the packaging in this case probably brings me as much joy as these pieces do, if not more, because the packaging is something new. We haven't seen it before. I love that it's there. I love that it's Murakami. I'm so happy to have the packaging. I love these pieces, yes, but yeah, I think it's something about being a collector and really wanting the packaging, the limited edition packaging, and getting it that's bringing me pure joy in this case. But I am happy to have two little Cherries pieces from this collection. Neither of these, like this definitely didn't exist in the original collection because they didn't do cherries on denim, so happy to have that. And of course I needed this to continue on with the cosmetic pouch trio that I got. So I got a cosmetic pouch from each of the drops, which I'm really happy about. That does bring me joy as a collector to go, I have them all, I'm happy. So yeah, definitely happy to have these pieces. They were not cheap. They were stupid expensive off the top of my head. So the clay, this clay was $1,000. It's insanity. Absolute fucking insanity. $1,000. And then this was $1,470. I got nothing. I got nothing. Am I stupid for paying it? Probably, yep. But did I really want them? I did. So I now have all the pieces that I wanted from these three drops. And I'm happy. Like, I'm so happy that I didn't go nuts because I just feel like it would not have brought me the joy that the vintage pieces do. So happy with everything I chose. I'm happy that I kept it very, very small and very, very considered. Some things that I don't usually do. I'm not a considered person in this space, but really just, I'm actually happy it's over now. I'm honestly happy that we have seen the back of Murakami. I'm ready to move on to something new. Inspire me, Louis Vuitton, please. It's time to do something new and not just recycle what we've seen before and try to just do the money grab that they've done with this collection, which is really what it's been. So yeah, let's move on. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit the little bell notification so you know when I upload videos, which is usually twice a week. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you so you can follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me over there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.